GCK-KC Circle with Pastor Dr. W.F Kumuyi.
The foundation which we build our lives on is very important.
Oh yes, I agree with that, because our future depends on the kind of foundation we lay.
Welcome to the GCK-KC Circle, where young people get positioned to become princes, princesses, kings, and queens.
Oh yes, in this circle we get nested, nurtured, and needed for reality. Hello my friends, my name is Ezekiel Elisha, and with me here is...
I am Divine Emmanuel, and we are delighted to be your host for today.
Yes, it promises to be lovely and also interesting.
Before we continue, let's have a section of soul-inspiring music.
Everyone needs compassion, a love that's never failing. Let mercy fall on me. Everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of a Savior, the hope of nations. Come on, sing it out. Savior, He can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave. So take me. So take me as you find me, all my fears and failures. Fill my life again. I give my life to follow everything I believe in. Come on, let's surrender. And I surrender.
There is a man, Dr. W.F Kumuyi, who have laid a great foundation, which have taken him to a greater height of influence, and is here to teach us how to lay that foundation so that we can become great people of influence. Listen to him.
In Psalm 11, I'm looking at verse 3. So you'll see the importance of foundation. In Psalm 11, verse 3, if the foundations be destroyed, what and the righteous do? That means then in your own life, if you do not have foundation, what can you do in life? What can you achieve in life? Foundations are very important. As we look at Joseph, a 17-year-old boy at that time, a teenager, he was with his father in Canaan. Actually, that was not the place of origin. There were strangers there. Even then, he started laying the foundation in his personal life and conduct. What foundation do you expect in your life? Write this down. Number one, salvation. Salvation. When you look at the foundation of a house, you'll find that there are some specific places underneath in that house where you have some blocks. And the first block of foundation in your life is salvation. Number two, schooling. That's learning. You can tell from the life of this Joseph, he had gone through some learning. He was receptive to teaching. And what his father had taught him, he had accepted. So you have foundation number two, schooling. Number three, separation. You will find that this Joseph, he separated himself from all the evil that the brothers, the senior brothers were perpetrating. He was not going to join them. He was not going to copy them. He was not going to follow after their bad behavior. Separation. Number four, service. As you lay the foundation in your life, you bring up yourself to love, to appreciate service, and to know that whatever you are going to get in life, you serve others. I want you to tell me that when you wake up in the morning, you put on some clothes. The people who made those clothes, they'll be serving you. And then you put some food on the table and you begin to eat. The people that prepare the food, they were serving you. And then you jump into the bus and then you are going to school. The people that made or manufactured that bus, they have been serving you. Then you come to the class and there you are. There's a building there and there's a desk where you are sitting. Those people that built the school building and all those desks you are sitting on, they served you. And then there's a teacher that comes and he doesn't come alone. He has maybe chalk in his hand. There were some people that made that chalk, manufactured that chalk. That means they were serving. And then he comes and he opens the textbook. Somebody must have printed that textbook. They were serving you. And then you come out of class and there's an evening class somewhere you're doing some studies. Those people are serving you. You want to sleep at night. If you're sleeping on the ground, that's concrete on the ground. Somebody did it. Service. If you're sleeping on the bed, somebody did that. That's service. Life is full of service. And everybody else is serving you. That's why you too should serve. Foundation number 4, service. Number 5, self-control. You will find in the life of Joseph that he had self-control. Actually, that foundation of self-control, self-restraint, is so very important that young people cannot succeed in life without that foundation of self-control. Number 6, steadfastness. And can't you see this young boy at 17? Then when he was sold into Egypt, and when he worked in Potiphar's house, he kept on the same principle of righteousness that he had known. Steadfastness. Number 7, sanctification. He lived a holy life, a righteous life, a pure life, a godly life. He had sanctification. Let me review. Go back to number 1. What's number 1 in the foundation? Salvation. Number 2, schooling. Number 3, separation. Number 4, service. Number 5, self-control. Number 6, steadfastness. Number 7, sanctification. All that you'll find in the life of Joseph. He laid a good foundation. If anybody is going to have a great future, here is the foundation that he has to lay. In Genesis chapter 37, I'm looking at verse 2. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren. And the lad, that's this young boy, the lad was with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. At 17 years of age, Joseph was an interested, active young man, a boy, but he was interested in service. He was active in service. He was seriously involved in the family business. What are we told? That he was feeding the flock with his brethren. He worked hard and he distinguished himself. And not only that, he was a person that was committed. He was committed to the service that he was involved in. That brings me back again to this, to the foundation. He had at the middle of the foundations that he laid. You remember 7 of them. 3 on this side, 3 on that other side, making 6. The one in the middle is service. And that's what you find in the life of this Joseph. And that's what the Lord wants to find in you.
Arise now in order to soar, in order to succeed. Open your mouth and talk to the Lord in prayer.
Now, you must note that we need to address and correct quickly those faulty foundations.
Now that you have started on a new foundation, it is now very safe to say, welcome to the King's Circle family.
Where one turn around leads to a whole new life of success. We believe that you have been blessed and we would love to hear from you.
Oh yes, I agree with that, so that we can cause a positive impact in our world. To see you in the next episode. Be your dreams, be royal. Bye for now.
We believe that you've been impacted. Pastor Dr. W.F Kumuyi will love to hear from you. Please visit our social media platforms and don't forget to join us on the next episode of GCK King's Circle.